The iPhone 3GS is over 12 years old now and represents the Apple of a bygone era. The third iPhone ever made, the iPhone 3GS, made some of the biggest improvements the iPhone had ever seen at the time, and would lay the groundwork for how improvements would come in future iPhones.
Hi, welcome to the TC. My name's David, and today we're going to be taking a look at this, the iPhone 3GS in 2021.
It was 2009. The iPhone 3G had come the year prior with a new plastic design compared to the aluminum of the original iPhone, and the inclusion of 3G antennas, with a cheaper price as well. However, this was a simple change, and the iPhone had the potential to be much more than it was currently. Bring in the iPhone 3GS, and with first appearance, well, nothing's really changed. We still have the plastic build of the iPhone 3G, and really, the only way you can physically spot a difference is by looking at the iPhone text, which is now silver and reflective on the 3GS versus the gray on the 3G. So unless you've got a keen eye and a caseless 3GS, there's really no way to physically tell them apart. But like they say, it's what's on the inside that counts after all. And with the 3GS, we get a beefed up processor from 412 MHz in the iPhone 3G to 600 MHz in the iPhone 3GS. Apple said that this was twice the performance of the 3G, which was still using the original iPhone chip. And as well as the beefed up processor, we also got dramatically improved graphics. There was also twice the RAM, 256 megabytes up from 128 from the 3G, and as well as support for faster 7.2 megabytes per second HSDPA. So continuing the trend of upgrades, there was also a completely new camera. The camera was bumped to a 3 megapixel sensor, and arguably one of the most important changes was the addition of autofocus. No longer were you stuck with one focus, you can now focus on closer subjects, opening up the camera to a much better photo-taking experience. There was also tap to focus, and this was actually the introduction of that. So having the tap to focus feature and autofocus together really influenced, I would say, the cameras that we have today on our phones. However, the changes didn't just end there. There was also now video officially supported for the first time on iPhone. However, this was at VGA quality and 30 frames per second. I won't lie, the video is pretty much trash, but the fact that we could take video was a huge upgrade from the 3G. Although there is a jailbreak for the 3G and original iPhone, it doesn't take as good video. I think the frame rate is limited, but it is possible, you just have to jailbreak it.
So this is an example of the kind of video quality you can expect from an iPhone 3GS in 2021, although I guess it wouldn't have changed over the years, right? But yeah, let me know how you think it looks.
Although the displays on the two of them were both the same, the 3GS also had an oleophobic coating for the first time, making it resistant to fingerprint smudges and water droplets on the display. A minor but still welcome addition. And really, that's what the iPhone 3GS was. A lot of minor yet welcome additions to the iPhone 3G. Obviously, the biggest changes came in the form of performance, but really, if you gave someone both a 3G and 3GS, they would be pretty hard-pressed to figure out which is which. This would be the trend for each iPhone S model, as internally they were different, but externally barely anything had changed. Today, it seems that Apple has shied away from the S moniker in favor of releasing a new normal model each year now since the iPhone 11. However, it doesn't necessarily mean it'll be gone forever, just as the iPhone SE got its next generation nearly 4 years after its first release. We could see a new generation iPhone S model in the future. As for now, it's fun to look back and see how these older iPhones were and what we thought was high-end or modern at the time. Like seriously, this was the first iPhone to even support copy and paste. Can you imagine not having copy and paste on your iPhone today? And so, the iPhone of the bygone era. The era of Angry Birds, beer apps, and lightsabers. The era where you would dock your iPhone to play music and transfer said music from your computer, which you may or may not have used YouTube to MP3 to get. No, you totally didn't. The days when your iPhone would come with a box 3 times the size of the phone itself. These are the days that no longer exist today, but we can appreciate them looking back at where we've come from compared to where we are today. Although we have moved backwards in some regards, there has been a huge leap in where we've gone today. That's undeniable, and we just have to consider where it started to better appreciate what we have today. Although the iPhone 3GS is often regarded as the forgotten iPhone in the iPhone series, I do think that it did bring some of the most notable improvements to the iPhone, and things that we would continue to see improve with further generations of iPhone, like the camera, processor, battery, and cellular connectivity. I mean, look at how big of a deal Apple made 5G, even though, I don't know, was it really that big of a deal? But overall, I do think that the iPhone 3GS is actually really cool when you look at it in retrospect. It's honestly one of the weirdest, it's honestly just a super cool thing to look back at and see how far we've come, you know? So I want to know if you guys have any memories with the iPhone 3GS too. Personally, the iPhone 3GS was my very first iPhone, and in fact, this iPhone 3GS is that exact iPhone, so it's pretty cool to see that it's still sticking around today. So let me know in the comments down below, and if you liked the video, leave a like down below, and consider subscribing to see more content just like this. If you guys would like to see older iPhones too, let me know in the comments down below. That's going to be it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Oh, hey, you're still here. Well, actually, what I did when I was making this video was I had to spend a lot of time on research and just recording for everything, and plus I'm actually dealing with finals right now, so I didn't really have enough time to post it in time for the day after Thanksgiving, which is why this is coming out kind of late. But over that time, we actually reached over 500 subscribers on the channel, so I just wanted to say thank you for, subscribing and continuing to support me. Yeah, I know the video right now is kind of shoddy because I'm actually recording on the 3GS, and I wanted to do that because I thought this was kind of a special moment, and I don't know, the 3GS was my first iPhone, and I feel like there's some sort of tie to that and the beginnings of my channel, because that's when I really started to take up recording or video production and stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoy the stuff I'm making, and I'm gonna basically just continue making stuff. So hopefully, if there's anything that you guys really want to see, just let me know, and I can hopefully make a video on that. So let me know, and thank you again so much, because I honestly didn't expect that we'd get here this quick. Hey, who knows, maybe next year we'll hit 1,000, so I think that will be my goal. Anyways, thank you again, and I'll see you guys in the next video.